Alright guys, we're going to be playing Battlefield, and today we're going to do a challenge which Rock came up with. It's suppressors only. We can use whatever gun we want, but you have to use a suppressor. And the gun I'm going to use is the SHARE-21 with a suppressor. So I got to take my thermal off.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to run around with a M4 suppressed.
AUG suppressed.
Now,
oh, by the way, we got
I'll go ahead and talk about each gun as I go, because no offense to these guys, but I do have the combat experience with these guns, so I do know which one it is. So let's start with Chris's gun first. What do you have again, Chris?
SHARE-21.
Chris's SHARE-21. If you guys don't know or don't play Battlefield, the SHARE-21 is a bullpup rifle with 30 rounds, and it's a 5.56. However, it does have one of the better accurate shots in Battlefield 4. The only drawback is it does have a very lower fire rate, making it a little bit harder to use at close range, but at mid-range, it is a beast of a weapon. Best way to use it, instead of us using it for only suppressor purposes, the best way that I find it to be used is put an AFG on there to reduce its first shot recoil. And if you don't know what AFG stands for, it's an angled foregrip, but I call it AFG for short. And then I have found that a IRNB or FLIR scope sits perfectly on that gun, and it does a lot of very accurate shooting, and it's very, very user-friendly. Now, the gun I am using, the M4, which is a carbine. You have to get a lot of kills with the carbine class in order to unlock this.
Stupid
the
shotguns.
M4 is not for any rookies whatsoever. Make sure you have a lot of experience with the burst fire weapons, or make sure you have a lot of trigger time using the M4. The M4 is a good gun, however, it only is a 3-round burst, so it's not really good in close quarters combat, but it is good enough to get in close range and do more damage than you think it will. However, it is a 5.56, just like the SAR, but this has a higher fire rate and can really move quicker and do a lot more damage in close range than the SAR will.
Got him.
It's closed.
Last gun in our list for the suppressor challenge is Last King's AUG-A3.
No,
the
there's not.
AUG-A3 happens to be one of the better guns to use in Battlefield 4. The only reason is because this gun is like the SAR. However, it does have a little bit more side-to-side recoil, so it will make shots a little bit tricky. But if you put the right attachments on it and you know what to put on the gun, you will definitely have a better shot-to-shot recoil. Now, you won't be able to see my perspective, but I am about to start on my video as well. Didn't mean to put that in there, but I will be streaming this shortly. I didn't want to stream on the VOD because I really don't like to have I'm not good at the VOD. However, I'll finish talking about the AUG. Like I said, the AUG has more horizontal recoil and vertical recoil than the SAR, so technically you could use an angled foregrip on there, but I found that a stubby grip works better alongside a compensator or a heavy barrel. The heavy barrel will prevent the horizontal recoil a little bit, and it will also reduce the amount of vertical recoil that comes off the gun. The only drawback is you're going to lose a little bit of stability and a little bit of sacrificial movement speed. But the increased accuracy and stability and stable shots will make it a little bit more enjoyable and very user-friendly. Now that we got that all out of the way, I've already explained how Chris's gun would work, so let's go ahead and talk about the setups and perfect options for each gun. I've already talked about Chris's gun, so let's go ahead and talk about mine, the M4. Now, I found perfect options for the M4, so my choice for M4 attachments, which I'll input this if you want to. My choice for attachments on the M4, I found that a stubby grip and a suppressor are your two best options. If you don't want to use a suppressor and you don't want to sacrifice the range, but you still want your muzzle flash to be hidden, use a flash hider. If you think you need the range on the M4, then you can go ahead and slap the heavy barrel on there. The heavy barrel will increase the range and the accuracy without increasing anything else. It'll make the M4 shoot straighter than an arrow, but you have to be careful with the side-to-side recoil, because the recoil pattern is immense. Now, what do you guys think would be a good setup on the M4?
I don't have it yet, so don't ask me.
Well, if you had it, let's say we had the gun. We all had the gun. What would you put on it, Chris?
Well, you know how I feel about thermal. I love me some thermal.
I mean, anything runs thermal on this, it has pretty good. For me, I've seen that thermal runs very well on this. And if you don't know what Chris is talking about the FLIR scopes in IRNB. He calls it thermal. which technically it is a thermal, it's just a little bit different.
Grenade.
Yeah. But Chris would run a thermal. Any other attachments you would run with it, Chris?
A grip. And...
Which kind?
Let's see.
There's so many to choose from, buddy.
Yeah, let me look at the grips that they have quickly. Hold on. I don't remember them all off the top of my head.
Well, you pretty much have 3 basic types of grips. I'll go ahead and explain it. You have 3 types of grips, guys. You have the ergo grip and the vertical grip. Basically, that's your hip fire, making it a little bit, reduce the penalty for shooting on the move by 50% and increases your hip fire accuracy. You have an angle 4 grip or a folding grip. These grips allow you to take the first shot recoil and improve your stability by reducing the first shot recoil by 33%. You also have the stubby grip or the potato grip. Now the stubby grip is a shortened grip that pretty much provides the middle ground between ergonomics and weapons control. Meaning you're going to have the ergo grips hip fire accuracy, but you're also getting the angle 4 grips recoil and weapon control. Reduces all automatic fire weapon penalty by 15%. What that means in terms of using burst fire weapons, the faster the burst, the more accurate the gun. The slower, the inaccurate the gun. So you really got to pay attention on the grips and styles you put on burst fire weapons, especially one like the M4. Like I said earlier, the M4, if you had to give it a 1 to 3 star difficulty rating, easy, medium to hard, I would give this about a 2.5. This gun is not really that easy to use. This gun does have a tendency to kick around, so it's up to you what you would put on it, though. Now that you know all that, Chris, what are you thinking?
I looked at it, I would do the vertical grip just because I don't hip fire a lot. I aim down my sight a lot. So that extra stability for when I aim down the sight will,
You mean stubby?
Yeah. No, the vertical.
No, vertical is your hip fire one.
You sure? Because I looked at it.
Vertical and ergo are the same thing.
Then the one that gives you stability then.
I can prove you as well because I have all the grips. Vertical, traditional foregrip to help steady your weapon in run and gun situations. Improves hip fire by reducing penalty. Reducing the penalty added for shooting on the move by 50%. So it's just your hip fire stuff.
Oh. I was looking at the one below it.
Probably meant stubby. Oh, the folding grip?
Yeah, that one.
Believe it or not, I've actually seen people use the AFG and folding grip. Now, I'll explain why, and here's a good example and a good reason why you would want to use an AFG or a folding grip in the M4. The reason why you would want to use that on M4 over a stubby grip, which in my opinion the stubby grip would help out because I am constantly using this, constantly shooting faster than trying to outgun my enemies, so I would be using stubbies. But I have seen people run around with an AFG and folding grip on this, and the reason in my opinion, because number one, the AFG and the folding grip would definitely help out that first and third group, or first to third shot recoil. Your second shot is really technically going to be the most accurate shot. Your first is going to kick like a mule, and your third is going to kick like a mule. Your second shot will definitely be your most accurate shot. So getting rid of some of that recoil will definitely help out. Another thing that you could do is try and run either a compensator or a muzzle brake, whichever one you think the gun needs. I've seen people run compensators on this gun because they think it is a little bit more accurate and gives it a little bit more stability over a muzzle brake or suppressor. Now, are there any barrel attachments you would run, Chris, or would you just run it pretty much naked?
Heavy barrel.
Now, the heavy barrel, I'll go ahead and explain that. The heavy barrel is definitely good if you really want that range. However, you're going to have to slow down your bursting and hope that you hit your target more accurately. Now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about the AUG. Now, my attachments of choice, definitely going to need a stubby grip and definitely going to need a heavy barrel. Those are the two attachments, in my opinion, you definitely need on that gun. Reason being is the AUG has a great accuracy, but its range is very limited considering the fact it is a full-up weapon, so the range is a little bit shorter than a full-on M16 or an M4. So you really need that range. Now, Last Kings must have a lot more. He has the attachments for this gun, and he uses the gun more than I do, so he might have better attachment options than I would. So what are you thinking over there, Christian? What would you...
I recommend, sorry about that. I recommend the stubby grip and the heavy barrel. I'm just saying in my opinion, because that's what I usually run, because I usually play Conquest. and I might bring just a little down on the accuracy, but it brings up the damage by a little bit. That's all I'm just saying for now, until how should I say it, get a little better at the AUG, but
yeah, those
I'm in
are
a little
definitely,
training.
they're definitely the two attachments that you really need. Now, the reason why I say the heavy barrel and foregrips, if anybody's played Battlefield 3, they'll know this. The AUG in Battlefield 3, that was the only way to run that
I
gun.
recommend it.
The only way to ever run a gun in that game was heavy barrel and foregrip.
Yep.
Reason
I remember
being is
Battlefield 3.
you weren't using that gun to its fullest potential without that heavy barrel.
Yep. That's true.
So that's definitely one reason why everybody runs a heavy barrel on it.
Alright, well, I'm gonna have to end it here, because that's one match. So,
Alright.
thanks for watching. If you guys want more, subscribe. And there's 4 minutes left?
Subscribe.
Yeah, you have 4 minutes, dude.
Oh, well then we'll add...
You might as well just go ahead and pause and then start the next one.
No, we'll do another one. We'll do another match.
Chris, you're gonna get your other one cut off. I hope you know that.
No, because then I can save a clip and then continue recording and put the clips together.
Okay. I'll restart the timer then. Let me know when you've saved it.
Well, no. Keep the 4 minutes on there after the 4 minutes, because I need as much time on the clock as possible.
It was at 3 minutes, so I'll finish the 3 minutes. It was at 3 minutes.
Okay.
There you go, 3 minutes.
So 11:40, I should be ready to go. And sorry I'm sucking so much, guys. My best map is the night operations.
Yeah, Battlefield's not his game. Just gonna point that out. Battlefield's not his game yet.
Well, night operations is.
Until he learns and practices.
Yeah, let me go ahead and explain this. Ever since Chris found out that night operations was in here and it was free, Chris has been playing night ops more. Me, I could play the night ops, but I just don't. I just don't play them that often, so I don't know the hidden spots or the best way to run in that map or anything like that. So I just run in daytime maps, honestly.
We recommend, for starters, mostly this start out like slow, you know what I mean? Don't like rush and go all try hard, you know what I mean?
Best gun and best way to run in this game is just try and be a steady either medic or a combat.
Yeah. Don't go all professional on us.
And please don't try and pull a Rambo. Don't go Rambo mode.
Yeah, please don't. This is not Call of Duty, guys. This really isn't. It's all about teamwork.
You can run Rambo mode. The only way you can do it though is to give a shot. That's literally the only way.
Yeah, that's the only way.
That guy.
See, I uploaded a video yesterday of me playing on night ops all by myself without commentary, and my viewers will be able to see how good I am on night ops, because I went like, I almost got over 30 kills.
Night ops. It's just that I don't play night ops that often, so I don't know a lot of the spots. And yes, it is the VOD, so you guys are gonna go, oh well, rock and roll's retarded. It's the VOD on night. Yeah, you can say that without playing it.
Yeah.
But unless you've played it, you can't really say anything, because night ops takes a whole different scale. You have to think a little bit more strategic. You can't just go run and gun.
Yeah, that's so true.
You just can't go run and gun. You have to think about your plan. You have to think about what you're gonna do, and you have to just slow down.
Always plan it out.
Now me, I'm definitely gonna run. Oh shit! Hold on. Damn it. Okay. I had a 2-man right there. I'm trying to get rid of them. Anyway, me, it's, you know, night ops is fun, but you also, like I said, you have to know where you're going. Me, personally, just, this is what I would do, best play. If you don't know night ops that well, just try and hide somewhere where you think nobody's gonna really find you. Just put a suppressor and a thermal on there. If you got it, just do that. Clear or IRB, put a suppressor, and you're just fine.
SAR-21 is really the only weapon I use on that map. So if I ever...
The SAR-21, I've got the IRB and clear, and I don't have a problem with that gun, but you really can just get some shots in there. And also, I forgot to mention, because with the new update in Battlefield, they've made it to where your bullets now start kicking away, like left and right, to keep constantly firing. Alright, that's it. There's your timer, Chris, going off.
It's because this should just take 10 more minutes.
Hold that thought. Hold that thought. I'll do it when I'm dead, because I don't have. I'm still alive right now. Anyway, as I was saying, like I said, the SAR is good, and with the new update, there's a new bullet bloom style. What that means is now the bullets are actually going to start spreading away from the target the more you keep constant fire going downrange. So the new thing to do now is just use burst weapons or use a burst fire style. Just kind of run around and burst your gun and try not to overshoot more than 5 rounds. If you shoot more than 5 rounds at a time, you're definitely not going to get accurate shots. Your bullets are going to kick off, and you're going to go, what the hell, what the hell, what the hell, what the hell, and you're going to start raging, and then you're just going to quit playing the game. It's not worth explaining it. It's definitely one of the things that a lot of people forget is that this game is, you know, with the updates in here, people think this game's got broken. It's not. It's just the way that they made this a little bit more fair because there were certain guns in this game that were just a little bit too OP. Or some people were raging because they weren't nerfed enough, or you know, there are some things in here why they did that, and I'll explain a good reason why. There is a gun in here under the assault category called the AEK-971. Most of you know it, don't know it. It's literally an AK with a RPM of 900 rounds per minute. In other words, it's a shredder. We nickname it the shredder, and it does work. It's a gun. It's a good gun.
Speaking of the AEK, I just got wrecked by it.
Yeah. The AEK, there's a few guns in here that I wish they would, you know, turn the RPM down or make it where their guns don't really have that much accuracy and constant sustained fire like that. You know, it's not that hard to do. I mean, they've already ruined, you know, certain guns in here. They've already ruined, like, the burst fire weapons. Apparently the burst fire weapons have the worst bullet bloom, but honestly, I don't see it. I don't see it. The only gun that has no issues is the M4.
I picked the wrong gun.
Then again, anyway, like I said, the new bullet bloom with fully automatic weapons is now you really got to take your time and watch your shots. But at close range, you should be fine. At close range, you should be fine. But if you're trying to hit targets at mid-range or mid to long range, definitely stick with burst. Definitely stick with some burst fire. In fact, there are some guns in Battlefield that do have burst fire capability. So if you need to run the burst fire capability on one of your favorite guns, do it. It won't hurt you. I mean, let me tell you guys. I run around with all the guns in this game. I can tell you, you know, how they run, how they perform, how they work. In my opinion, the best gun, if you want to get started really quick, in my opinion, the best gun, and this is, you know, to me, this is just my opinion, but the best gun to start with, like I said, is the AK-5C.
Oh yeah, that's the gun I first started out too.
The AK-5C is one of the best guns in the game, in my opinion. Reasons being, it has very little recoil. It has a really fast reload time. I believe it's 2 seconds flat. You can reload this gun in 2 seconds. And what I got with it when I started, I literally got a stubby grip and a flash hider and then a hollow sight. Slapped onto it, and they handed me that as my first gun. And that was the only gun I ever ran until I was unlocking like the M4, the ACW, the G36. As soon as I got the M4, I knew that's what I was using for the rest of the game. And I have not stopped using the M4. The M4, I have maybe 4,500 kills with this gun, easy. But that's because I've used it enough, I know how it functions, I know how it works. It also has one of the faster reload times, believe it or not. This is one of the faster reloads that is really on par with all the best guns in the game. Which to me, that speaks volumes if you have a gun that's like that. Oh shit, I forgot to start your timer, Chris. Fuck.
It's fine. It's all good.
No. This game should be over and you can go ahead and just switch the episode.
Yeah.
Or you can save the clip and then start the next one.
Yep. We'll do the knife one next round.
I would just do that. Just every game switch it.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll be right back. I need a drink.
In case you guys didn't know, we're playing with Rock and Christian. Rock is the expert. He's been playing Modern Warfare for a not Modern Warfare, Battlefield for a very long time. Plus he's an ex-Marine, so he knows a lot about guns. And I suck at this game.
Bitch. Alright. Anything works. I'm thirsty. boy. Yeah, as you guys can tell, this game's gonna be over. This game is over. But yeah, like I said, guys, best gun to start with, AK-5C. Now, I'm pretty sure Chris has it, so
Yeah, I do.
doesn't mind running it. Oh shit! Oh fuck! I don't know how I got that kill, but I'll take it.
Just so you guys know, most of my videos are going to be no commentary due to the fact that I play at night and everybody is sleeping, so I can't really talk. But anyways, I'm going to end it here. If you guys want to see more, then subscribe and all that good stuff, and see you all later.